Oh, Bob, what's up? The Panther strike, a really fun one that not a lot of people are familiar with. It's pretty simple, but it does take a fair amount of practice. For example, you want to make sure that your hands are flush. What I mean by flush, and we'll show, is that you kind of look down it almost like a shotgun barrel. It's very similar to in boxing when you're actually making a box with your hand. So we'll start flat. The very first thing that we're going to curve here is just that finger hinge right here. That one's going to come straight down. Now I'm already in that strike. When you're practicing this and starting to develop it, and it's a really good throw punch, but you can't hit it anywhere as long as you hold that steady. If you notice, my thumbs are up. We'll go through some stretches and some practices to really understand this mechanism, because this is the basis root for everything that we're going to end up learning and the basis for just about everything in martial arts. It's kind of the whole, breathe in, breathe out thing. Wax on, wax off, whatever you want. So as we begin, hands straight, point them out basically like this. Curve just that. 1. If this was going to be a closed fist in boxing, we go 2. Now, the only thing that I would need to do to make the full boxing fist is wrap the thumb underneath to guard those 2 knuckles. However, we're pretty much never going to hit something with a closed fist because we don't have to if we have that palm. We can even use this part of the arm or the webbing. But the fist, you're probably going to break something, unfortunately. So the easiest way to practice the Panther strike, lion strike, all different kinds of ways, some tiger, panther, whatever you want to call it, it's a whole lot of fun, is the very first 1, and then just press against an object. If you notice, this is very, very flat. Now it doesn't need to be flat from here, just here. For example, I can hit this strike in a lot of different ways, but just lean into it. If it feels awkward, if you feel any pain, any discomfort, stop. And in fact, I could do this on the hard things, but that's because I practiced for a while. So just push forward, not with your body, but just extend out with your hand. What this is going to do is this is going to lock in the muscle memory of that strike. Now this is a really good quick one in case someone's up in your face, causing trouble. You can be like, hey man, I don't even, boom. Before they even recognize what happened, it's over. Or you can turn on and your hands are up in the, it's all good, I don't even want to cause problem. And you don't need to hit hard. In fact, just that. And if you want to test it, just flick right there, not too hard. So don't do this hard because it can really hurt. I've bruised my throat a fair amount of times. It doesn't take a lot of force to get the throat. If you want to strike another area, that's going to need a lot more force. But just this, that'll drop someone. Now, of course, you always want to make sure to breathe. Keep your eyes open. Keep aware. A lot of times when people throw punches, you might even notice in some super slow motions, people blink. You want to make sure that you don't blink. Focus on that thing. And if you notice, no part of my body, except my arms, is mushing forward. I'm not even bringing my shoulder into it. That way it's close. If I wanted to bring my shoulder in, I could extend another about ½ foot. If I wanted to bring my hip in, another ½ foot. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I'm going to go through some other really fun strikes. And this is just, a little practice round, but I'll probably post it.